Guard stopped a boat over the weekend after the fishermen inside were caught with more than 100 illegal fish. Happened Sunday when crews stopped some fishermen in a lancha boat who were fishing in federal waters. The Coast Guard discovered they were illegal immigrants and took the lancha boat, fishing gear, 113 snappers and 2 sharks from the fishermen. They were then detained and transferred to border agents for processing.